The other week, I went on a work trip for a conference in Dallas, and I decided to wear my hair in its curly natural state all week. So in this video, I'll take you through how I maintain my wash and go while traveling. So this was the first day of the conference, and I started out with a fresh wash and go. I did it before I left home, and that's how it looked on Monday morning. Usually after I do my hair, the next day I stretch it out with a blow dryer. So I just use the hotel blow dryer, and I just split my hair in half and go in like 3 sections and just really put the blow dryer to my hair and let it stretch out some. I try to keep the ends intact, like I don't put the heat on the ends because I want the curls to be as springy as possible. This always makes such a big difference. I feel like my wash and go isn't done until I stretch it with a blow dryer. And when I get to the front sections, I just make sure not to put the blow dryer on the actual like front of my hair, like the perimeter, because whenever you use a blow dryer, it's gonna add frizz to the hair, and I want to add as little frizz as possible to like the visible parts on top. So I do the most heat at the back of my hair, but in the front I always just flip it over and kind of blow dry it forward a little bit, and that also helps with volume too. And when I was done, this is how my hair ended up looking. I feel like it's such a big difference from the shrinkage that was going on in the morning, and of course it'll shrink up throughout the day, but I feel like this is a pretty good day one wash and go. Okay, this is how my hair is looking like on day 2. It definitely shrunk up again by the next day, and there's a little bit of frizz here and there. So I have a different stretching method that I do. I like to use the banding method like throughout my wash and go. So I blow dry it to stretch it once, and then the rest of the time I try to just use the banding method. So I separated the top of my hair again because I want to keep those curls intact the most. So I'm okay if that's a little bit more shrunken up. Plus it just makes for a nice round shape for my fro. So I just get some ponytail holders and kind of band my hair if you've seen the banding method before. Usually for me, I use 2 ponytail holders, and the last one that I put, I make sure again to leave the very ends of my hair out so those don't end up looking funky or anything. So as you see, I left the front and the perimeter out, and to get that out of the way while I do my makeup, I just put a head scarf on just to get it out of the way, and then I usually just keep these in for however long it takes me to do my makeup or get dressed, and that's usually enough time to just stretch it out a bit. So once I'm done with my makeup, I take the headscarf off and take the ponytail holders out, and I begin fluffing the hair just because that method does flatten it out a bit. And then I just kind of take note of any pieces that look like they're a little crinkled or that they got a little frizzy. And if I was at home, I would get my spray bottle out, but I just get water from the faucet in the bathroom, and then I use my styler of choice. I use this mousse by the dough, and I just have it in this little travel size foam dispenser, and I just put it on any pieces that feel like they need a little bit of extra love. Usually the pieces in the front get a little crinkled, like my bangs, and then around my crown area I might have some pieces that are a little frizzy, and I kind of just work the product through, work the water through, and kind of let those curls revive. And my hair isn't as stretched as it was yesterday, but I feel like it has a really cute shape, and this is a really good day too. By the time I got to day 3, the hair is starting to shrink up more, look a little bit more frizzy and a little bit dull. And honestly, by this point, I was tired of having my hair in my face. So I decided to do a little tuck behind the ear style, but of course my hair is really thick. It's not just gonna stay behind my ear if I tuck it. So I separated those front pieces out, and I wanted to make sure to keep some fringe and bang in the front, but not all of it. And then I wet those sections a little bit and apply a little bit of gel to the front of them, and I smooth it down with my brush. And then, so I like to use a hard bristle brush to put gel on when I'm slicking my hair, and then I go over top of that with an edge control, and that really seals everything in, and then I brush that down as well. I feel like brushing the hair when you have just gel on helps to mold it a little bit, and then the edge control really helps to set it. And then I just took some bobby pins and kind of just did like a row. I think I did like 3 or 4 on each side. just putting those in to make sure that the hair stays away from my face. And then I took the scrunchie out in the back, and this is how the hair is looking. I felt like the bangs had gotten a little frizzy, so I just wet my bangs with some water and put some more mousse on it. Just ran it through a little bit to define those curls some more. And this is how the day 3 hair is looking. So we're still basically wearing our hair all out. I just had to push the front back. And this is a really simple way to get more days out of your wash and go before you decide to put it in a bun and mess up the curls. But now we got to day 4, and I think I got lazy when I went to sleep because my hair looked crazy when I woke up. Like, I was looking like, okay girl, what is the plan? Honestly, day 4 was a struggle because I wasn't really sure how I wanted to wear my hair. At first I was thinking I would do a low ponytail with just some pieces out, so I separated those pieces in the middle of my head, and then I kind of did the same thing as yesterday, like sectioned off the front and slicked it down. But then when I went to do my ponytail in the back, I really just did not like how it looked. So instead, I decided to do a claw clip style. So I went ahead and sectioned off the back of my hair too, kind of like from ear to ear. And I connected that with the hair that I had already sectioned off in the front and put it all together in a ponytail into the back. Then once that was all secure, I took the remaining hair that was out and I put it in kind of like a high ponytail at the top of my head. And then I got my claw clip and I swooped the back ponytail up, the one that was like lower in my head, and just put the claw clip on it. I don't know why I didn't start off doing this style anyway, because it always looks cute and I always love it. The next morning I had an early flight, so I didn't film my hair, but basically this was 4 days in my wash and go, traveling with minimal products. So I hope this video helped you see that 1, natural hair is professional hair, and 2, it's not that hard to travel with your hair in its natural state if you bring the right tools with you and you're able to get a little bit creative. If you're interested in seeing my actual wash and go routine, definitely subscribe because I'll be posting that video next week for you guys to see. And now I'm rambling, so I'm just gonna say bye here. Love you. See you in the next one.